Finn and the Deep Rift. Beneath the shimmering surface of the sea, where sunbeams scatter like liquid glass, a city of coral stretched across the seafloor. The reef was a safe place for those who stayed close. Beyond its edge lay only shadow. And among the bustle swam a yellow tang fish named Finn. With his wide eyes and restless fins, Finn had always wondered what waited in the dark. Not all things in the reef were terrifying, though. Some were plain confusing.
Blue, Cousin Blue! Finally you came back from Nantucket!
Pat the red lobster had blurry eyesight, and he mistook Finn for his distant cousin Blue, a blue lobster from back east.
Let go of me, I'm not blue.
Barnacle buckets, you tricked me! I'll snap you.
I didn't. Maybe you need glasses, Pat.
Wait, you're not stripy. Blue was stripy, and you're yellowy.
Because I'm not blue. I'm Finn, from the reef.
Finn shakes Pat off. Pat scuttles away, muttering nonsense insults.
Clam snappers, bubble barnacles, seaweed for brains.
A grumpy, pinchy lobster. Who needs that? Thought Finn. One morning, Finn drifted to the very edge of the reef. Below him yawned the abyss. The water felt colder here, heavier, as if warning him back. A low, rhythmic humming pulsed through the water. His friend Luma, an angelfish, called after him.
Finn, don't go too far. The reef ends at the drop.
Did you hear that, Luma?
That's the song of the Deep Rift. Nobody goes there, Finn.
But I just really want to see Luma. It sounds like so cool.
Be careful, Finn.
Just one look. I'll be back before you can blink.
Well, I gotta go. See ya, Finn. Try not to become fish food, okay?
The humming grew louder. Then, as though pulled by the current itself, Finn angled his fins and slipped past the reef's border, down into the gloom. The first shapes rose like shape-shifting bubbles, sea glass cucumbers. A maze of them stretched in all directions, glowing faintly as though the abyss carried its own stars. And then a spark. Whew, that was close, thought Finn. The water grew quieter still. Yet in the corner of his eye, something darker shifted. A shadow that moved against the current. Perhaps only a trick of the light. Perhaps not. He pushed forward. From the shadows glided the predator, a steel gray barracuda, its eyes fixed forward, like a knife sliding through silk. The barracuda flicked its tail and followed Finn. Beyond the jellies stretched fields of kelp, their leaves swaying like slow, patient hands. Finn darted between them, relieved for cover. But then, a flash. A frantic Finn bolted. The chase twisted him deeper into the unknown, until at last the kelp thinned. And a cavernous trench opened before him. The water was ink, swallowing sound and sight alike. Behind Finn, the predator's shadow lingered. His only path was forward. The seafloor opened into a rift, a place older and darker than the reef could ever imagine. It was called, though few dared whisper it, the Deep Rift. He dove. The deep rift closed around him, colder with every fin stroke. Beyond was a faint glow that grew brighter. Then a silhouette of a shipwreck. A low hum vibrated through the water and the wreck. It was the song of the deep rift, of waves rippling through the wood beams, a song Finn had heard before. Tiny shapes glowed in the dark, small fish, hundreds of them, their bodies glimmering like lanterns. They swirled in a luminous dance above the shipwreck. Then, from behind, came the flash of silver teeth. The barracuda lunged, jaws snapping inches from Finn's tail. Finn dove toward the glowfish. The barracuda gave chase for a while, then recoiled, blinded by the blazing glowfish, and slipped away in the dark. The glowfish rose from the wreck in spirals, their glow weaving into patterns that pulsed brighter with every turn. They swirled around Finn, wrapping him in their luminous dance, guiding him upward. The glowfish rose higher, higher, their lantern bodies cutting a path through the trench. Darkness loosened its hold. He saw creatures of the deep that were larger than life. And then, the reef re-emerged in the new day's light. The coral shimmered like jewels once more. He glanced back once. The trench yawned below. The secrets of the deep rift sealed once again in darkness. Familiar shapes darted to greet him.
Finn, you're back. Was it scary?
It was. Because I almost got eaten by a barracuda. But the glowfish were so cool. They saved me, Luma.
Grumbly Pat showed up, but his mood hadn't changed one bit.
By you barnacles, nothing wrong with my eyes, I'll snap you. Tell that clam snapper Blue I want my crab cakes back.
Pat said with his usual charm before scuttling away. Finn had heard the deep rift's song, and he would never forget the shadows that moved beneath the current. But he was glad he was back in his beautiful reef home.